welcome back to the Chill MomBoss Show. And I have a question for you. Do you have any investment? Or rather, where do you put your excess fund or cash? And this episode is actually inspired by a conversation that I had with a few friends recently. So we were having dinner and, after the usual updates about kids, family, and travels, we talked about money. And there are really two ways where you can accumulate money: active and passive. And active being you actively work for money or run a business that could get you a recurring revenue or profit. Or you can actively manage your investment so that you could have some returns. While I don't believe that you can truly have a passive income, at least not at the very start, because there's always going to be some effort involved, albeit minimally. So here comes the question: should busy moms invest? Because I get it. As a mom, we're constantly juggling a million things and feels like there's never enough time for anything, right? Let alone looking into our own finances and think about how can we maximize it. And here's where my friends fall into two camps. On one hand, we have those who are super successful, they are super moms, and they've completely debunked the myth that busy moms can't invest. And then they showed us that it's actually possible. And then on the other hand, there are those who have no idea and they just leave the money sitting in the bank account because they just reckon they don't know how, right? They don't have the time, and quite frankly, they're afraid that they may lose their money if they invest wrongly. And I can understand their point of view. I can also acknowledge that time constraints that we face as busy moms. But here's the important part: not knowing and not having a long-term financial plan just because we don't have the time to learn. It's a bit like being an ostrich burying their heads in the sand, right? We all know that inflation rate is higher than the interest rate that the banks are paying us. So investing wisely can help us build wealth, establish multiple streams of income, and ensure the well-being of our families. And it also helps us really just secure a better future for our kids and our family. Now, you might be wondering, then how on earth can I find the time to invest or learn about investing? So one suggestion that I have for you is to invest in low-cost index funds or exchange-traded funds, which is ETFs, right? And that's where I started too. And these options don't require constant monitoring like individual stocks do. So we can grow our wealth without spending hours trying to analyze the market. Plus, when you do that, you are basically diversifying your investment, and that could help you minimize risk while maximizing your potential return. There are plenty of online trading platforms now that are very beginner friendly, and personally, I've been using xm.com. I find it very user friendly and convenient. I can trade and invest really whenever or wherever I want, and literally when I'm caught in a jam with nothing to do, I'll just kind of log on and check my investment. What's a better use of time, right, than that, or scrolling Instagram mindlessly? By the way, I don't constantly move my investments around, right? I'm more of a long-term investor, and rather than just timing and watching the market, which quite frankly I don't do, I prefer to automate my contributions to my investment accounts. Very much like how you automate your salary or your profits into your bank account, I automate a portion of it into my investments. Anyway, if you're a beginner and a busy mom who don't have a lot of time to analyze stocks and all, the trading platform that I use, which is xm.com, they now have this what they call copy trading system. and it provides traders easy access to follow strategies from expert traders. What you can do is you copy their trades and you get to earn a profit when those expert investors do. And this is especially useful for beginners, as you'll be able to start participating in the market right away and just really learn trading strategies from these expert traders while you develop your own trading strategies, right? I mean, what's the best way to learn is to learn from the expert first. And it's really like piggyback on someone else's investments, and someone whom you can see the winning and losing track record of, right? And if you have more time, and trust me, it is very motivating when you start seeing some return. And you can also read up on all the practical tips on how to incorporate investing into your daily routines. And there are many of such articles online, and there are also tips on XM as well that you can learn from. And really, at the end of the day, the way I see it, we only have as much energy and time to accumulate wealth actively. So investing to me is a way to get my money to work for me. My belief around money is that it's a tool. You need to use it to make more money. If it sits in the bank, it's useless, and as a matter of fact, it diminishes in value over time. So here's the thing, it's important to me to build a solid financial foundation for my family's future. So I make it a priority, and just like everything else in life, right? It's a small habit, and every small step counts. And the earlier we start, the more time our investments have to grow. So, my friends, investing is totally doable for us busy moms, and don't let the perception of limited time hold you back from securing your family's financial future. If you like to explore xm.com, I have a link in the description. They have some amazing resources that can help us get started on our investing journey. Alright, my fellow mom bosses, let's conquer the world while securing our financial futures together. You've got this. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again next time.